The Department of Justice announced they will be joining the investigation into whether there were any crimes committed in the handling of the water crisis. TV5's Ronnie Duncan now with more on that.
Penalize them all because they knew about this water way back when.
What did officials know and when did they know it? That's the question tonight for the U.S. Justice Department. It joined the Federal Environmental Protection Agency in its investigation of the ongoing Flint water crisis. Specifically, did anyone at the state or local level commit any crimes by switching to the Flint River water for residents and opening the door to the lead-filled corroded water? I spoke with Mayor Karen Weaver this morning upon hearing the news.
That's huge. That's huge. But like I said, I welcome it because we need to know what happened. This should never happen to any community. So we need to hold people accountable. We need to know.
The Department of Justice is working with the EPA to get to the root of the problem. The main target of the investigation, to figure out who attempted to cover up the problem and did anyone falsify documents and data. City Council member Wantwas Davis visited Washington, D.C. in October, and he took his concerns straight to Capitol Hill.
I'm glad that now they finally is intervening into our personal affairs, and criminal charges is going to be imposed upon those who caused this problem.
This is what we've been requesting. This is what we've wanted, so I'm glad about it. We've been trying to get this story out for the longest, and so it's finally happening.
It ain't my fault that you can't correct this problem. That's your fault. That ain't my fault. But you gonna turn my water off. Really? What sense do that make?
Mayor Weaver says this is another example that these issues of the Flint water woes have not fallen on deaf ears. She plans to take a trip later this month to Washington, D.C. to meet with senators as well as those in Congress, and perhaps even the president. In Flint, Ronnie Duncan, WNEM TV5.
And meanwhile, today, the nonprofit watchdog group Common Cause Michigan called on Governor Snyder to release all documents and correspondence connected to the water crisis. Governor Snyder has not announced any plans to release those documents.